So here we are, Friday the 19th of March, and we're still in lockdown. We're heading towards the easing of lockdown over the next couple of months. Sooner the better, guys, sort it out. So what's been happening? The world of mental health motorbike has been very busy. The first thing to say, we are now running course number 5, mental health first aid, with 14 participants, really nice guys, including my daughter Charlotte. I'm very proud about that. So who else? Heidi's actually running it on behalf of the team with Andy Elwood. So yeah, apparently it's going really well, but it's like handing over my baby. Been doing most of them with Andy. But even more important this week, we've started the process of establishing the charity. So this is always going to be a difficult one because none of us have ever done it before. So I spoke to Chesterfield's CVS, Links CVS, and they actually said they'd help us through the process. So I met a woman called Sandra Pink, who's quite a character. She's been around for many years, and she's just meeting me on Zoom. We're just working through the application, the articles, and we're getting there. You know, it's quite nice, very gentle pace. So we got to about page 11 of the application, and I said, let me go away and continue working on this. So I put a meeting call out for the team, and we got 7 members. Let's see if I can remember. There was Ken, Andy, Davo, Joe, Mark, myself, and one more, somebody else. I'm sure there was 7. Oh, Ross. Sorry, Ross. And the idea was we'd just literally split the team into 2. One would work on the application, and the other one would work on almost like a Gantt chart, flow chart that Mark had produced, outlining all the jobs that we need to be thinking about. So Ross, Davo and Joe went into that meeting with Mark, and then the rest of us stayed in the application. And all we worked on was the objects. What are the objects of the charity? Surprisingly, it took a long time to work through that process. But we have actually got 5 objects now. I think that probably will go down to 4 ultimately, but we're going to be working on that a little bit more over the weekend, different people. And yeah, that's really cool. And the other really good bit of news is we started to build the trustee team. So Alex is from Mind. He works for Mind down in Barnet. So he's their chief executive officer. Came in touch with me through the Ride magazine. Had a really good meeting with him. And then we arranged for him to meet with the team. They really liked him, so we've offered him the very first trustee position. The second trustee position has gone to Mark, JJ. He's very good on inclusion. He's also made it very clear that he wants a long-term journey with mental health motorbike. So he's been looking for something meaningful for some time, and we just seem to push all the buttons for him. He works at a disability sort of unit, working with young people with disabilities, education unit in Nottingham College. So great wealth of experience there. And then the third position offered to Ken Finlayson. He's very experienced background in the motor industry. Also very sensible, risk averse. Really going to be sort of questioning. He's going to give me a hard time. And the final sort of position we've offered to Andy Elwood. Andy was absolutely chuffed to pieces to be offered this. I think it threw him a little bit that we were thinking of him in that capacity. But he's just got such a good handle on the training side. He's very well connected through Movember. He's very strategic. Wealth of experience with the emergency services. So, you know, we've got to look at this. We've got to look at the team and what they bring to it. So we need strategic people that can actually add value to that organisational side. So really good, really cool. I also met with Jodie Cook, who's the Derbyshire Mental Health Policy Officer. I had a really good chat with her on the phone, and then I went and met with her because she got loads of resources that would be useful for running events in Derbyshire. So we sort of met up, co-op down at Tibshelf, handed over different sort of leaflets and things, and yeah, I think we're going to get on well. She's very interested in our work. She's asked me to do an article for their Spotlight magazine, which will go out the whole of Derbyshire. So yeah, really pleased to have that sort of connection. Again, it's all of this strategic mental health stuff that we need to be thinking about that I'm so unsure about. You know, we've got to be aware of how the systems work. So Jodie will be a really good asset with regards to that. What else? Oh dear, gosh. Apart from long COVID, been to the doctors this morning. Had loads of checkups, x-rays come back from the CAT scan, and that's all positive. There's no damage. But he said, obviously you're dealing with long COVID, you know, my breathing, it's just, I walk up a flight of stairs and I'm absolutely wrecked. He told me to ease off a little bit as well, probably doing a little bit too much. I think everybody knows that. Everybody keeps giving me a hard time. So I just want to focus on lifting us to a different level, really, so it's not reliant on just me. If anything happens to me, there's a good chance we're not going to move that much further forward with Mental Health Motorbike. But now we've got the charity, the trustees, starting to put people into different roles. I know I'm feeling much more confident that this will grow now. So again, talking about letting go of babies, this has felt like a massive, having to let go. You know, the MHN is growing, it's becoming a young adult. So, well, very excited in many ways, but still very daunting. Loads of really good stuff this week, and that's enough for now. But yeah, we're on the roll. The charity is starting to evolve. So have a good week, everybody, and yeah, we just started promoting Mental Health Course 6. Had 2 sign-ups today. Got a new guy there, Chris Rollins. He's a biker, not met him yet. I spoke to him on the phone, I had a really good chat with him. And yeah, we're building capacity with the training. Andy's going to be very busy. He's got a massive contract potentially coming through November, the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. If that comes off, that'll be with the Emergency Services 999 stuff. And yeah, so we need to be building the capacity for delivering the courses. So that's it, guys. Have a good week. Yep, we'll speak soon.